Hey, hey, hey. Look who it is. It's me. Ain't doing nothing. Sitting here crocheting. And it's like, why am I not asleep? I wonder if anybody else is up this time of night looking for somebody to talk to. Let's see. Let's see. We'll give it a few minutes and see if anybody comes in here. Never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just a pop up. A pop up. Do. It's a pop up. Fingerprint doesn't match. Move this over so I can see it. Move it down, down, down. Turn it around, round. Cause everything's A-okay. Is that upside down? Uh-oh, what happened to me? I was there, now I'm gone. Oh, let's do this. Do this. What is? Let's see what we got going on here. Do it around here. Let's see. What are we doing? What are you doing, woman? I'm trying to get my phone where I can see it. There you go. Now I can see it. But yeah, what's going on? Is anybody in? Is anybody up? May just be me, and if it's just me, I guess that's a sign that I probably need to go to bed. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yep. Let me make sure that things are looking good. I don't know why I'm singing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Talking to yourself. That part. Let's see if somebody comes in. Look, somebody done liked it. That is crazy. Hey, who in the bushes? Somebody in the bushes liking the live. Oh well. Where there is one or two gathered in his name, he will be in the midst of them. So says the word. Oh, there's somebody else in the bushes. Hey, whoever's in the bushes. I ain't doing nothing tonight but crocheting. Was working on this shirt, and I was like, I wonder if anybody's up. I feel like chatting. Hey, Miss Georgia Peach, how you doing? What are you doing up? Oh, you're always up this time of night. Yeah. I was over here just crocheting and didn't feel like going to bed just yet. I've been working on this shirt. I started it today and I said I wanted to work on it a little bit more until at least I run out of yarn or energy. And I'm out of energy. My energy's been low all day, but I still got a little bit of yarn left. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit. I finished the cardigan that I was working on. I need to get it in the mail. but I had some yarn left over um, after I made a matching hat. So let me see if I can make a shirt with what's left over. I don't think I have enough yarn to finish this, but um, I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. I've got white and I've got black and I've got gray. So one of those contrasting colors I can use to do the finishing on this when I get at that point I run out of yarn, which I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna run out of yarn. Not upset about it. So how was your day today? What did you harvest today? I got about 7 figs today. Well, actually, I got 9 total, but 2 of them the birds got to before me, so those were Bella's, and 7 came in the house for me. 5 people watching now, so you've got company. Yep. I see. I see 5 people. Got a cucumber today. I need. That's what I should be doing. I should be editing that doggone video and getting it put out. Did get a cucumber today. Got my bed ready for my garlic. Um, got it cleaned out. Got some more soil added to it and some amendments. So got that done. Harvested some butterfly pea flowers. What else did I harvest today? Okay, this is all tangled up. Oh, I wanted to tell you. I spent time and talked with my niece unexpectedly. I harvest cucumbers and tomatoes. I do have a few tomatoes out there, not Paul Robeson, but some California Chardonnay, I think is what they're called. They're green, well, they're yellow, really. Little grape tomatoes, they're out there, and I've got some sugar bombs from the grocery store. I got some fruit on those, and I got my leisure peppers. It's still going too. So, but yeah. But I wanted to tell you, I went to the orange box store, and I found the lemon and the lime trees that you were talking about, and so I went ahead and picked them up. But they had marked their blueberries back up. I had gotten one for $9.99 like 2 weeks ago, and they had marked them back up, and so I left it right at the store. When she told me the price, I'll say, yeah, I don't want that. But I did get a lemon and a lime. They look pretty good, I think. They were in small containers. I'll probably up pot them. I don't know if I'll up pot them now or if I'll wait. But um, I'll figure that out. I also wanted to ask you, all my Paul Robinsons are splitting. Wow. Well, I'm glad you got the deal. Yeah, I'm glad they had it. I also picked up an apple tree, but I'm not sure. It was a gala. You know which one I'm talking about. Um, but it was a big tree. I was like, I'm gonna get one of these. I hope it survives. I hope it survives. Now I gotta find a place for those lemons um, in the garage. I've got enough citrus now that when I start bringing stuff inside, I'm like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? I gotta clean up the garage. Hey, all in the bushes. Thanks for coming in. This is just a pop up because I was working on this shirt, sweater, or whatever the heck it is, and not ready to go to bed. But I'm not gonna be on here long because I really do have to go to bed. I've got stuff I got to get done tomorrow, and I got to get some rest. It will. I'm glad you got the deal. It will. How big was the trunk on the apple tree? It was about, what's that? Two, about 2 inches in diameter. So it's a good sized tree. It's big. It's bigger than the ones that I've ordered before. It wasn't a little tree. The ones I've ordered have all been smaller than less than an inch, about an inch in diameter. But this one is good 2.5 inches in diameter at the trunk at the base of the tree. So that's a nice size, yeah. So it may bear. Um, I only picked up one because I really didn't go there for that. I just happened to see it and went, it'd be nice to get another apple. Since one of my apples died this year. So I think that's it. Let me count. I think that's it. So it might bear. I think I'm going to leave it in the container for right now. I might eventually put it in the ground, but I'm going to leave it in the container for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is it. 13. So that shirt is done. It's done, it's done, it's done. Now I just need to put it together. It's going to have a V-neck. And I think I'm just going to have the cap sleeve. So I think it's done. It was 30. 30. Let me get it right. I want to say it was $33, which is, I think, a good price because it costs that much to ship one if I order it online. You know what I'm saying? When you start looking at a tree that size plus the shipping on it, if you order a tree that size and they ship it, it's going to cost you a pretty penny to ship it. And it's not really worth it unless you're getting several trees. So yeah, that part. So I was pleased with the purchase of it. I may go back and look and see what else. Well, they only had like Gala and Golden and Red Delicious. I think those were the only two I saw at that particular store. We have another store across town. I might go check and see if they have some different varieties. I don't know. I'm not really in the market for more trees. Um, but yeah, it was a good price, I thought, for a tree that size. I need to figure this out too. Uh, as long as you have a pollinator, you're good. Well, and that's the thing. I don't know that I have a pollinator for that tree because I don't know what blooms the same time it does. That part I need to figure out. Um, I need to figure out what blooms the same time the gala blooms to see if I have a pollinator. I might end up just going and getting a crab apple from somewhere and calling it a day, and hope that that'll work. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it at this point because, like I said, I really wasn't even in the market for an apple tree per se. I do have an apple tree out there. I have an Arkansas black, but I don't know if they bloom at the same time. So that part. Let me go up under here and wait. I need to put a stitch marker in here. I need to mark this sleeve. Yeah. Y'all, people in the bushes don't have to be in the bushes. You're allowed to come out if you want to, but you don't have to. This is a safe space, I think. putting a stitch marker in so I'll know how high up to go. I'm going to do a couple of rows underneath the arm. Let me ask the AI over here. Where is it? Perplexity. It's a gala. Oh, that part. Alongside Red Delicious, Gold Delicious, Fuji, or Granny Smith. These varieties bloom around the same time. Okay, so they did have Red Delicious, so I could have gotten a Red Delicious. And let me see, what else does the AI say? Go back. How do you spell Arkansas? ARKANSASNSAS. Let me see. Okay, Gala's tree around April on the other hand, late some different time, and that means they have all met each other. So for cross pollination, it's best to choose similar bloom. Gala and Red Delicious, Gold Delicious, or Honey Crisp. Oh, I should get a Honey Crisp. Fuji, Granny Smith, or Cortland. Okay. Now maybe I'll get a Granny Smith. Where am I? There I am, right there. Okay. Hello, guys. It's art for me. How are you? Thanks for coming in. A golden delicious or yellow delicious usually takes care of all. Okay. I'll see if I can find one around. Like I said, I'm not too worried about it right at this minute because I wasn't really in the market for it anyway. I just picked it up because it was a good price and it was there, and I kind of like those a little bit, kind of. I'm not even a big Apple fan, but yeah. So let me see. I need to count up from here. One, I want a Granny Smith. Yeah, I would love to have a Granny Smith. Definitely would love to have a Granny Smith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Put a stitch marker right there. Yeah. Granny Smith is actually my favorite apple to make. There's this piece of hair sticking straight up to make pie. And I know other people use different apples for pies, but Granny Smith is my favorite apple to make apple pie. And I don't mix mine. I use just Granny Smith's, and I love that. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh no, I want a Red Delicious. Mine was stolen, 30-gallon bag and all. They had Red Delicious at the Orange Box store. It's not my favorite. I will eat them, but it's not my favorite. But they had them. at that same price. Um, sure did. Granny Smith are tart for my taste. Yeah, I don't like them as a eating apple, but I love them for apple pie. I love that tartness against the sweet. And I add lemon to it too. It's so yummy. So yummy for my tummy. It's yummy. Yeah. So how are you doing today, God's desire for me? Like I was saying earlier, I'm not gonna be on here long. I really was just wanting to get a few rows done on this sweater that I started today. Um, and it's been giving me fits. It's been giving me fits the whole time. The yarn has been giving me fits. I played yarn chicken and I lost. I had one, two, three, 4 or 5. I had yarn bar that took me a solid 20 minutes to untangle, and it's just giving me fits. And I'm trying to get some progress on it so that I won't lay it down, because sometimes if I have a project that I'm not making any progress on, I will lay it down and not pick it up again, and I don't want to do that. I have so many projects that I've started and not finished, and I want to be in a finishers club. I just want to be in the finishers club. Today was a rough day for me. My energy has been low all day. It was a high pain day for me, so not feeling my best, but I did push through and got some things done outside and inside. Um, had dinner with my husband, so that was good. We had a nice steak dinner. He cooked steaks on the grill. I picked up a red cabbage and some red potatoes to go with it, and oh, that but cabbage was so good. It was so good. I could have had just the cabbage and not the steak. I'm turning in early because I'm visiting my sister in the morning. Oh, okay. Um, well, I don't know how far you have to travel to visit her, but safe travels. Even if it's just around the corner, safe travels. And have a good visit. I would love to go see my sister. I need to call her and make arrangements to go and see her because I miss my sister. I'll be canning more tomato sauce and pickles today, so I will be busy. Okay, nice. I did not get enough tomatoes to do anything other than eat them, and I really didn't get enough cucumbers either, to do much of anything with. I've got a few on the vine out there, so if they all come on at the same time, then I may make some refrigerator pickles. Um, Seriously, Bella, seriously, yeah, I may make some refrigerator pickles. We have 7 billion people in the bushes. Uh, but yeah. But yeah, my day was kind of wonky all day long. It was kind of wonky. Um, but it'll pass. That's what I say. It'll pass. Um, I have, you have good days and bad days anyway. And I have more good days than I do bad days. So when the bad days come, I just, appreciate the good ones that I had. Hey, Gulf Coast Granny, how are you? This is just a pop up. I was crocheting, working on this a little mesh shirt with the leftover yarn from the cardigan that I finished, and I wanted to get some work done on it. Thanks for popping in. How was your day, and what are you up to tonight? Instead of sleeping like the The night walkers. Oh, what do they call the day walkers, the night walkers, whatever. I think that's enough. I'm gonna pull that through. And I did it from the back. Did I do it from the back? I did it from the back, so I'll do the other one from the back. Okay. Just woke up from a long nap. Oh, nice. I see that. What a happy surprise. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. It's so weird. I was up and I was like, I might as well go live. I ain't doing nothing else. 1, 2, 3. Make this long enough so I can stitch it together. Do I want to? Do I want to? Maybe, baby, I might just want to do 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 do. No, I don't want to do that. This is what I want to do. I want to tie it off, and then I want to go. Anyways, so I'm making like a mesh shirt. Um, I just finished this little under the arm piece right there. Oh, you can see it. Let me do it this way. This little under the arm piece right there. And so I need to attach it to, I did it from the back. I need to attach it to the front and I need to do it on the other side. So I need to put some stitch markers where it's going to go on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to count. Did you get your coffee made for you again, Go Coast Granny? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to count the other side to make sure it's 13. I think it was 13, but I need to count and make sure. Okay. Counting. See, counting. You see me not just folding it over and pretending that that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I need to, oh, this is okay. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Still didn't get my carafe. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You coffee drinkers. I like coffee and I do drink it on occasion, but it's very rare. When I worked, I drank it a lot. I think it was more of a social thing than actually caring for actually drinking the coffee. I think it was just more social because um, that's what you did in the morning at work. You got a cup of coffee. Um, we had like a coffee club, which is kind of strange, but it's true. We had a coffee club. I mean, it's strange because there were people in it that we had coffee with um, who did not work in our office, but who were like staffers for the congressman because it was in a federal building. And so they were staffers and they would come by, and that was part of their job was to come by and have coffee with us and discuss, issues and things that were going on. And so it was like I said, it was more of a work and social activity is how I got, involved in it. Um, the whole coffee drinking thing. But it wasn't because I actually liked coffee, which is very strange when you think about it. Um, One, two. Can we count? Can we count for a minute? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Still didn't get my craft. And I drank coffee pretty much the whole time I worked. Um, when we would go out when we had meetings and stuff, when we would go out for meals, I would get black coffee with cream, no sugar, and I would get dessert. And so I'd have a coffee with my dessert. Um, and that's pretty much how I learned to. Is that right? That is not right. Okay, it is. How I learned to drink coffee, black coffee with dessert, and then my morning coffee was cream and sugar because I like a little cream, little coffee in my cream and sugar. Anyways, but I'm making progress. Still didn't get my craft. Okay. Oh, there's 10 people, 10 billion people in the building. And the crowd goes, wow. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little punchy today. It's because I'm tired and my energy is low and I'm just feeling kind of crazy. I'm really struggling with the transition to low carb this time around. You were right about the unsweet tea. I broke down and added a quarter cup of sugar to it today and it was bearable. Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. If that's what it takes, if you can wean yourself down, um, from the full on, less is better than all, full throttle. So do what you got to do. I'm struggling myself with my eating. I did pretty good today, but I've been craving sweet, been craving sweet this, sweet that. And it's like, ugh, come on. Get it out of your system. And it was because I was on the road and I do give myself a little grace when I'm on the road, but I gotta stop doing that. I gotta be able to travel. Um, I gotta be able to travel and still stay on on my program because I'm not doing it for giggles and grins. I'm doing it for my health. So um taking a break from it doesn't really make sense if you're doing it for health, that part. Hey, Ivy B, what y'all are some night owls. So what y'all doing up? Like I'm not up. Thanks for popping in. How you doing? So I did not look up that sweater yet. I haven't gotten started on it, but I did start another sweater today, another shirt today that I'm almost finished with. I thought I brought peanut butter on cookies today. Why? Because they're so good. Now peanut brittle is one of those things. Do you remember the peanut bar? Who made that bar? Lance. Lance made a peanut bar. It was so good. It was just peanuts and like a candy, like a sugar candy, a, like you'd make a candy syrup. Lay the peanuts down, pour it over it. It will get hard. You crack it up into bars. That's the way it was, and I loved it. I don't know why they stopped making it. It really made me mad because I just loved it. Um, but peanut brittle, I don't really care for peanut brittle per se. I can eat it, but I don't look for it. Um, when I see it, it's like, oh, peanut brittle. That's peanut brittle's good. I like it, but I never think about it. Although, who is it? Food by Faith makes brittles. I don't know if she makes peanut, but I think she makes cashew brittle and maybe pecan brittle. She makes several. She does baskets and things, and she makes several. Brittles, and I've heard that they're really good. I've never tried them before, though. I bought peanuts, which is not something that I normally eat because they're kind of addictive. But I wanted some peanuts, and so I went and got a bag of salted in the shell peanuts, and they were so good. Um, I ate on, I guess it was about 5 days, 4 or 5 days. LOL. Sounds delicious and indulgent. Yeah. This is why. And cookies. Cookies. Now that's something I'm doing really good with my grains. Not eating bread, not eating cookies. In fact, today, my husband had some cornbread and he was like, "Oh, yeah, we can have some cornbread with that cabbage." And I was like, "Okay." And I took the cornbread out and put it on the counter so he could get him some. And we both sat down and ate, and neither one of us ate cornbread. Put the cornbread back up. I was like, yes, that's a win. I ate that plate of cabbage. It was so good, and no cornbread with it. I'm doing good with my grains. It's just the simple sugars that are getting me. Let's see. Okay, this is driving me crazy. 1, 2, 3. Y'all see me counting over here? You should be proud of me because you know I don't like to count. But I'm counting. It's like I had a ribeye and a cucumber salad for dinner. I had a ribeye for dinner too. Willie cooked ribeyes on the grill. It was so good. And I had cabbage, um, purple cabbage, because the green cabbage didn't look good. And the purple cabbage looked so much better. So I bought purple cabbage, which I love anyway. It doesn't matter. And I did put some potatoes in there, so it did have some carbs. Because I had got some red new potatoes, um, and they were so good. Yeah, no, it's not like me. I usually just kind of not kind of wing it and don't do the counting thing. But I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do better. Ouch! I have a sore in my head. Don't know why. Do y'all anybody else get sore in their head, sores in their head like I do? It's almost like acne. I'll get a bump in my head and I won't know that it's there, and then I'll reach up and scratch and it's like, there's a sore in my head. Um, but I haven't put anything in my hair unusual, so I don't know what causes it. Maybe something I ate, because I also have a pimple right there. So it's skin. On me, it's skin. If it's skin, I can get a pimple on it. So set 3. 1, 2, 3. Y'all, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. 8 billion people in the building. If you haven't liked it, go ahead and like the video. Thank you. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3. Hit the like button. And if you don't like it, hit it 3 times. Or so they say. 1. Can we do this? Can we do this? 2, 3. All right. And 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I just did something really stupid. Let's not do stupid things. My skin is so dry, I haven't had a bump in a decade. Maybe it's caused by some products you're using. It's probably caused by something I'm eating. But it could be. Cause I don't use a lot of products. I've had troublesome skin my whole life, and so I tend have a tendency to use very simple products on my hair and on my skin. I don't even use shampoo, traditional shampoo anymore. I use tallow shampoo bars because shampoo makes me break out. Please tell me that this is even. Please tell me it's even. I'm done. Okay, so I got the underarm part done on both sides. I did it from the back. And so now all I have to do is seam it together at the sides and in the center. I'm gonna do a V neck in the center, and this girl is done. I'm gonna do after I seam it together, I'm gonna do a well, I'm gonna measure it to see if how it fits, and then I'll do a border row. Had to change shampoos to stop the flaking. Yeah, the detergents and the shampoos were causing me what I thought was dandruff, and when I stopped using them, um, and it went away. I don't have those flaky, itchy, flaky scalp anymore. It was the detergent and the shampoo. So I don't use a lot of commercial product anymore. This is just a mesh, honey. It's the yarn. This ombre colored yarn is really nice. It's that the one is the same one I use for the cardigan, the Karen Jumbo ombre in Karen Jumbo ombre in white water is the color. But it makes it so pretty. But this is just a simple mesh. It's just a double crochet followed by two chains. Yeah. Let me turn it to the side. You chain the length that you want, and then it's just double crochets, two chains, skip two, double crochet. And hey Mike, how are you? I know nobody gave you any warning that this was happening or anything like that, because why would we do that? That might make sense. So anyway, that design is perfect for a little, yeah. I'm gonna do it as just a shirt that I could wear over like a tank, like I have on, something I can wear over a tank. But it also could be like a cover up if you were going to go to the beach or something like that. Not a full cover up because it's just a shirt, but for over. Um, but yeah, but I got it done. I got it done. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, all of that. And I'm gonna seam it together. How you doing, Mike? Thanks for popping in. I'm not gonna be up here long. I've said that like four times, and it's already been in what, over an hour. How long has it been? It's been 44 minutes. I keep saying I'm not gonna be up here long. I'm not gonna be up here long, but I'm not. I just want to work on this for a minute. I got goals. I don't think that's what the song says that I was thinking about. Oh, did I show? What day is this? Today is a 4 hour live. Mike, you're silly. Not long does not mean 4 hours. That's not compute. It's Thursday now. Yeah, it is. And I got so many things to do. Bella's Bella's disgusted with me. She's laying down right beside me. She's just knocked out. She's like, I don't know what's wrong with you, woman, but you need to get your life. It's like you need to get your life. Get your life. So yeah, I'm gonna sew this together. It's a 4 hour live. You're silly. You know, Swoop does those long lives, but today she got off early. I was like, what am I going to do the rest of my day? I was planning on hanging out with you all day. But she got off early today, and I was like, well, okay. But yeah, she does those all day 8 hour lives. And I was like, I can't hang. So I am seaming this together. This is just a needle and thread. And I'm using, I think it's called the mattress stitch, but I could be lying because I don't remember the names of things like that. Um, but I like it because it's really smooth, a really smooth stitch. It lays really flat. Um, and I prefer to do that as opposed to slip stitching it together, crocheting it together with the slip stitch. I prefer to seam it together. And so that's what I'm doing. And it doesn't really take that long. You just need to take your time and get your tension um, the same on both sides. But I think that's what the stitch is called. You crocheters might know better what it's called. It's the one where you go from the middle. You go from the middle to the outside. Um, so some same Gold Coast. What did she say? That's what I think when your strings in. What will I do with the rest of my night? I know sometimes, and the thing too, sometimes this this the live itself gets me wound up instead of being wound out. It gets me wound up, and so then I gotta figure out some way to come down from that. Um, and that can take a while sometimes. And sometimes it's like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and I still haven't fallen asleep, and it's like, ugh, you gotta do something different. Didn't you say you were gonna go to sleep? Miss Peach Nut. Uh, I don't know how you do it. How your body handles those days when you have to get up early because I struggle after being up so late, and then I have a morning where I have to be somewhere early, and it's like, ugh, I really struggle with that. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. Mm, progress being made. I never know how much yarn to leave for the sewing part. Um, and sometimes I I'm so close to being running out of yarn that It matters. Like every centimeter, every millimeter matters. But not this time. This time we're good. What have I done? I wasn't paying attention and I got off track. She says, "Good night. The headaches have slowed down a bit, not quite under." She says, "I had to sleep first. Now I'm headed to bed. Good night." Good night, Miss Peachna. You rest easy, my friend. Um, Headaches have slowed down a bit, but not quite under control yet. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have to say, I don't get headaches very often anymore. I used to get them quite a bit, and I had some issues. Um, it took a while for them to figure out what was going on, but they finally did, and we got some resolution to that. I still get sinus headaches on occasion, but not near as bad as I used to. I just, things have really settled down. Same with my asthma. It's not near as bad as it used to be. Went through a phase when I first moved to Alabama. My asthma got really bad. I hadn't had any problems with it as an adult at all. And then I moved here. Um, my son was diagnosed with asthma. And then within probably a couple of years later, I was diagnosed. Well, it came back, I should say, because I had a diagnosis as a child, but it was a different kind. So I was, given an adult diagnosis, and it was a mess. But it was partially the environment. I was working up multiple times, waking up multiple times a minute. So basically, I had 0 0 years. Oh, till I got a sleep apnea machine. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So did you get a new machine with the recall? Mike, was your machine impacted by that? I got a new machine, but um on there it's a saga. So and I don't want to really don't want to get into it. But I ended up getting a new machine. And oh my gosh, I gotta look through my paperwork. I think I got a check too. Come to think about it. I forgot about it. I'm glad you said something about that, Mike, because it might be I might have lost my money. I need to go through and look and find that. I have no idea where it is. None. My son was doing really well until school started in August. Then the migraines came back with a vengeance, 2 to 3 per week. Yeah. Um, He may have something, there may be something in at the school itself, the building itself may be causing him to get sick. That's how it was with me at work. The place where my desk was had a serious mold issue. They came in, they checked it, they said that yeah, there was mold there, but it was, within acceptable limits. Well, within acceptable limits was too much for me, and they didn't want to do anything about it. And I was like, okay, I'm good with that. um, Anyways, we worked it out. In the end, we worked it out. But oh, am I there? I think I'm there, y'all. That is amazing how quickly that was done. But yeah. Philips Respironics had a recall. It's been about, I want to say, 3 years now, maybe even a little longer than that. Um, so I don't know if it was if you didn't get a letter, then probably your machine was not one of the ones. But mine was one of the ones. I got a letter. multiple letters from them about it. And they sent me a new machine. I had to send the old one back. Um, I had to get another sleep study done. That turned out to be not a good idea because the guy who was in charge of the sleep study really did did everything in his power to keep me from sleeping. At least that's what it felt like. I'm not sure that was deliberately doing that, but it felt like he did everything in his power to keep me from sleeping. And so barely got a study done. And anyway, with medication adjustment, we're down to 2, 3 per month. I'd like to see them go back to once every 3 to 6 months. Other kids bathe in cologne and body sprays, all migraine triggers. Yeah, that part. They really should not allow it. Um, we had a couple of people in our offices who did that, and you could smell them coming with their colognes and stuff, and it was awful for people. If you're sensitive to it, it's awful. Ooh, yeah, I like that. So yeah. His school was renovated 2 years ago and is nearly new. He's sensitive to scents. Um, those renovations can be problems in and of themselves because the glues in the carpeting, if they have carpeting, some of the glues and adhesives that they use can be triggering. And then sometimes the stuff that's in the paint can be a problem. Now, the renovations at my son's school when he was younger, um, helped him out because it was an old cinder block building, and he was triggered by mold and stuff, and so when they painted over it, it sealed a lot of the mold in. It didn't remove it, but it put it in. So what this is okay? Let me try that again. Um, things got better for him, but his wasn't migraines. His was asthma. So I mean, the triggers are different. Okay, yeah. It's lined up where I counted it. Those fluorescents are beautiful are brutal. Yeah, it could be the lighting too. Yep, yep. That is all true. Yeah, fluorescents are really brutal, and people do not understand that. But my supervisor did at work because if she came in and my light was off, she knew that and I didn't get migraines. I've never gotten migraines, but I have my family has a trait that causes us to have hyperacusis, and there are some times when those lights, and not just light, any kind of thing with a motor on it, sometimes they just hum, and the hum makes my jaw hurt. And there are days when it doesn't bother me at all, but like on high pain days like today, every little thing is like the ceiling fan. It's like I just have to turn it off because the motor in the ceiling fan sounds like chimes. And I don't normally hear them, but on high pain days, I hear them and it's like my jaw hurts. And today's been one of those kinds of days where my jaw hurts. And it's like, really? Really? And I don't know why it affects those bones, in my face like that. I don't know. That's really weird. Um, yeah, LEDs do not bother me, but the fluorescence, yeah, it's the sound. For me, it's the sound. They emit a high pitched sound that most people can't hear. Um, I can sometimes hear them, but I can feel them, that sound. Um, yeah, you hear it. Yeah. Are jaw bones connected to your ear bones? I don't know if they're connected to my ear bones or not, but they hurt. When the sounds, those high pitched sounds causes my, like, to even today right here, that upper jaw bone hurts. Um, and so, but it's on high pain days is that's the way it is, and it's like, okay, what's going on? What can we unplug and turn off, and get some relief in here? So I've sewn one side seam. I'm working on the other side seam. Certain sounds make my jaw hurt. Yeah, see? I'm not the only one. Mike, have you ever been diagnosed with hyperacusis? All it means is that you can hear in registers that are normally outside the range of humans, either above or below. My brother worked in music. He was a composer, and Sony had he used some Sony equipment, MIDI synthesizers and such, and so they asked him to test out a product for him. He went in and tested the product, and they were saying, I want you to, to do something, respond in a certain way if you hear a sound, and he, would go through the range. It's like a hearing test, like they do the hearing test, and they did they went through the whole thing, and they looked at the results and they said, we're going to have to do it again because there's something wrong. And so he's like, okay, fine. And so he goes through and he does it again, and they're like, this can't be right. So we're going to get one of our specialists to come in, and we're going to do it again. And so they did it a third time. But the third time, what they did is they made some did a mold of his ears and made special earphones for him to wear that were noise canceling and canceling all of the outside noise, to make sure that there wasn't noise seeping in from someplace else, and that he was only getting the tones through the hearing test. And so they did it that way. And then they looked at the results, they were like, um, you're not supposed to be able to hear this, but evidently you are, because three times verified that he actually was hearing what he wasn't supposed to be hearing. And he got to keep those earphones. So that was pretty cool. You see what it says. Maybe it's been years, like 45, since I had ear test. Yeah. I hear ceiling fans, refrigerator hums drive me crazy too. I'm sensitive to sounds and startle easily with sudden loud sounds. I get angry when lots of sounds collide. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do there's certain sounds that when they collide they do that. I can't. I just cannot with that. It's like, okay, stop it. It's like, what are you trying to do to me? There's a word for it, but I don't know what the word is. I think, well, is it atonal or something? I forget. There's words for it. The interesting thing about my brother's hearing is that he he created electronic music, and one of the things when he did his music is he edited out sounds that he edited out sounds that were outside of the range of human hearing for his pieces, except for when he didn't. And so, like, he would put in sounds like elephant sounds or whale sounds that have very, very low sounds that you can't hear them, but you can feel the frequency of them. So, he would put some of those sounds in his work, and people would feel it, but not hear it, because we can't hear it, but we would feel it, and it's how elephants communicate and whales communicate over long distances. They use frequencies that are so low. They travel and they don't impact a lot of other species because they can't pick them up, but they can hear them. And he used those frequencies in his music, um, at great impact. And it's so funny. I was at one of his concerts and he was like, "What did you hear?" And I said, "You have whales in there." And he was like, "What?" He's like, "How did you know?" I said, "I could hear them." He's like, "No, you couldn't." I was like, "I could hear them." But yeah, he did. He edited out certain frequencies to clean up his work. And it's funny because you don't even think about um, how all of the waves, sound waves, and you think about radio waves. Radio waves are in the air all the time, but we can't hear them. But radios can pick them up, but they're still there. Think about the impacts that they can have on you. And there are other kinds of um, waves that are around that that are simply outside of our range of detection. It's not that they don't impact us. It's just that we can't hear them, we can't see them, but it's still there. Think about the impact that that's having. And there are people who know these things and who use them for whatever reason. Um, and you don't have any way of detecting them. Hey, Auntie Ellen, how are you? I'm almost done. I'm sewing the seam and I'm almost done. Oh, I don't like changing direction on this stuff because it can mess you up. But I'm at the very end, the last um, chains of the sequence. And I think that's one, two, three. One, two, three. Good. And there you go. I'm there. Oh, and I just need to tie it off. How are you, Auntie Ellen? Thanks for coming in. Bass sounds are the hardest to stop. I have white noise machines in my room and sleep with the headset to block hearing my neighbor's incessant bass coming from his house. Oh, yeah, that. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. You would think, no, you wouldn't. I wish that people would be more considerate of others. I despise bass. Me too. Why? Hey, David Corey, why you ain't you in the bed? How you doing? Yeah, why aren't you in the bed? Why you worried why you worried about me? Why you worried about me? What's it to you? I can be up as long as I want to be up. So I'm taking these stitch markers out because I finished sewing up the side seams. I still have to sew up the middle seam. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. This whole thing from beginning to end has been let's figure this out, let's figure this out situation. It has not been there's no planning at all. It's let's just get started. Let's do this. And so oh, that's cute. I like it. It's cute. I don't know if I'm going to sew it up today because I have a decision. I have a big decision to make. Big, giant, important decision. It's not that serious. It's not that serious, woman, to make. And what decision is that, you ask? Do I want to put a border on it? So you have a hat with that. I have a hat with the cardigan that I made out of the same yarn that's getting ready to get packaged up and sent out. I think I might do this. I think I'm going to do a border on it first. Do a border first and then seam it together. Or do I want to do that? I don't know. I don't know. Do I just want to seam it together at the middle? I may have shown it yesterday. Oh, I did a I didn't post it. Did I post the video? I don't know. Look, I might have done a video. I may not have posted the video. Maybe I showed it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, yes, I did a cardigan out of the same yarn and I did a matching hat to go with the cardigan. And then I had this left over and so I decided to make a hat. I make a shirt out of it. And I'm trying to decide if I want to seam this together first or if I want to. Well, you know what I might do? Ooh, I might, yeah, I think I will. I think I will start right here and do 3 rows going down the middle of it and not seam it together. I think I would like it the way it fits better that way. Wait a minute. Let me see how much yarn I have left. I might not have enough yarn left. You think I have enough yarn for 3 rows down the middle? Okay, sorry. Yeah, a border will be pretty, but it's great the way it is now. Well, I want to close it. And it's not too, it stretches. It can close fine. But I think if I put at least one, I think I'm gonna do at least 1 row, maybe 2. No, ma'am, you don't think this is enough? But I like playing yarn chicken. And running out. I like it. You can add that lighter color too if you don't have enough. It's all one color, David. The color changes in the yarn. Um so yeah, it's all one color. That's all I have. I could do contrasting color, but she said no, don't do it. Oh, I didn't measure. I need to measure. Let me see. Let me put it back on and measure. Okay, let me see. Let me put a stitch marker. Yeah, it's an ombre yarn, so it goes from the dark to the light. And you don't have to do the changes. I'm so glad, because if I had to do the changes myself, yeah, that could be a problem. See, that's the thing. Go Coast Granny, that is the thing. With me, I will try. I will try. And then I'll get mad and cry because I ran out. I ran out of yarn. I will get so upset about it. It's like, but I ran out of yarn. Uh, okay, is that two? Let me put it. Let me see that. Hey, Angel, how are you? So you can try. There's 9 billion people in the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 13, 14, 15, 16. Something is biting me. Bella, go back to sleep. You're making me crazy. You're making me crazy. I'm good. It's been a while since you've been here. Okay. I'll put a stitch marker right here. Try 2 rows. Okay, go Coast Granny. I'm gonna try 2 rows. 2, 3. Put this right here. I'm putting this stitch marker right here. I want to see if I can get it on over my head. If I do that, because I might not be able to get it on. Big head. So yeah, we don't want it there. There. Last time I visited, you went on your cruise. Oh, that was last October. I'm getting ready to go on another cruise here in November. Yeah. Okay. That works. With 2 rows, you might have enough yarn left over to seam it. Come on now, Charlotte. You gotta have faith in me. She's like, it ain't nothing about no faith. It's about how much yarn you got left, and you don't have that much left. Okay. That's good. Like, if it makes you happy, Mike, no, it's not a bad thing. Time flies. Yeah. Is it bad that I bought 30 pounds of peanuts for my squirrels? Look. Oh my God. You. Nope, it's not bad. Um, but that part. It does mellow me out. It's math. Oh man. The math ain't mathing. She said it's math. How dare you say it's math? It's math. 1. Let me get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 11, 12. Okay, right there. All right, here we go. I got it marked. Now I got blue jays trained to fetch nuts too. Mike, you got way too much time on your hands. Seriously. You training squirrels and blue jays. Or they training you. That's what I'm thinking. I know something about this training. Because I've been trained by this dog over here. She's gone to bed. She's mad at me because of course um I'm not ready to go to bed and she is. So that's the way it works. Where are you going this time on your cruise? We're going to the Bahamas. Yep, we're going to the Bahamas. Um, by way of Key West. Oh yeah. Anybody know anything about Key West? What are the places to the must see places in Key West? I'm so excited for Key West. Y'all just don't know. Bahamas, okay, great. But Key West, totally excited for Key West. Make sure I got this right. Yeah. The Keys are beautiful. Yeah, I'm just so excited for Key West. I don't know why, but I am. Bahamas, I might not even get off the ship, honestly. In the Bahamas, like, do we have to get off the ship? Can't we just stay on? I love Key West. Spent a few months down there. What? Yeah. What should I see? There. I mean, we have a few hours. We don't have enough hours to see some things, I'm sure, but we do have a few hours there. So yeah. What should I see? I think I'm doing this wrong. It feels wrong. So lots of bars, nice old. My brother lived in the Bahamas and St. Croix. Okay. Great restaurants. Nice old. I didn't say the word out loud, you see? I'm getting better at this YouTube thing. So getting better at this. Get fresh conch fritters in the Bahamas. Okay. Um, fritters. Hmm. One of the things that I have a friend who is from Puerto Rico, and her favorite empanada is the conch one, and so her aunt always would make those for her, and I love them. So I'm down for that. My brother loves it too. I was thinking about maybe doing the hop on hop off um, excursion in Key West because you can see, a lot of things in the Old Town area or the old section or whatever it's called. Um, and there's a bunch of like just I think they come like every 15 minutes or so, and so you can hop off and see something, and then go to the stop and then hop back on and go to another thing. Um, and kind of doing that all day and checking things out. I don't know. I just want to hang out. I didn't know if there was isn't there um a famous bar down there from brain is not clicking. If you're going to be in Key West in the evening, a sunset catamaran cruise is very nice. No, we're not going to be there in the evening. I think we are there from like 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. So yeah, we won't be able to do that. But there are some catamaran cruises available for during the day, but not for the evening. Yeah, because there's also like a a national park there that you have to take like a ferry or something to go to it. And thought about doing that, but there's like only one, there's like one ferry that goes there and one that comes back, and it gets back like 30 minutes after we leave. So I was like, yeah, we can't do that. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yeah. Key lime pie, not a fan. I love key lime pie. So there is that. I do love it. But I lived in Florida. Lots of famous bars. Best restaurant is called Pepe's on Caroline Street. I'm gonna have to write that down. Um, I gotta find that doggone check. Pepe's. Okay, pen. Why aren't you writing? I'm going to throw you away. I do not suffer pens that don't write. You're going into the trash can. Pepe's on. I remember that because I'm from North Carolina. I will remember Carolina. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I know you don't want to hear me singing. As I make up songs as I go along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mind you, the last time I was there was in the late 90s. Okay, no worries, no worries. No worries. But we do have a full day, like from 8 until 4, so we've got some good hours there, and I'm looking forward to it. I just want to go to Key West. I want to get on, set my feet on the ground, and say I was there, and take a selfie, and take a video and post it on the YouTubes, yeah, and be at Key West. Yeah. So yeah. Y'all, we coming up on an hour and a half, and I am just about finished this shirt. Just about finished this shirt. Oh, oh, toes in the sand and a drink in the hand. Yeah, that part. I'm so excited. Y'all do not know how excited I am for this. When I saw that the the first stop was Key West, I was like, we gotta go. My husband was like, huh? I'm like, we gotta go. Okay. He said a 2 hour straight. Okay, fine, Mike. Fine, fine, fine. 2 hours. So that's a 30-minute warning, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are so funny. If I were to go to the Keys today, I'd stay in Marathon where it's not so busy. Oh, okay. Cool. It's only 2 a.m. Exactly. It's only 2 a.m. And you guys, you know what? I didn't sleep last night. I didn't sleep. Okay, stop singing everything. Who do you think you are? A whining? Or Jackson? Singing everything. Marathon Key is about 30 minutes up the road from Key West. Oh, where's my GT Junior? I don't know. He probably didn't get a notification. Oh no, this is one of his work days. Um, I can't remember his schedule, but I know he has work days, and this I think this is one of his work days. One, two, three. Okay. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I was like, what's this woman doing dressing? Done. I know you want me, but I refuse to let you go. Yeah, I like that. So now I'm gonna sing that up. I did 3 rows, Charlotte. I'm gonna sing that up. And it's done. And then I can maybe do a little reinforcing around the neckline and maybe around the sleeve and maybe around the bottom and maybe not because I don't have that much yarn. Poppy has a cold or something making him sick. I've been trying all evening to convince him to stay home from work tomorrow. He refuses. Yeah, I know those kind of people. I'm not one of them. When I was working and people would come to work sick, I would do one of two things. I would either tell them to go home and avoid them as much as I could, or I would go home. I'm like, I can't work in this building with these sick people, so I got to go because I don't want to get sick. There's still a little bit left, not much. But the rows were short. It was just the short row in the front, just that part. So it wasn't that much. I'm surprised I had enough left to do the shirt for real, for real. I thought I was gonna run out way before now. In fact, I almost cried when I thought I was there, but I forgot that when I got the new skein, I took off a good bit of the color to get the colors to match up. And so I had that little bit left over. So yeah, that part. I forgot I had done that. So yeah. But yeah, I have enough to sing that together. And I got to figure out which side to seam it on. I thought I was gonna run out long ago, Charlotte. I literally, I was sitting here, um, taking the yarn out. I mean, I had yarn bark, and I was sitting here untangling it, going. not gonna have enough yarn to finish this. I'm gonna have to take the whole thing out and do something else with the yarn. I mean, really, literally about to cry because it's like I got this close and I'm just not gonna have enough to finish it. And lo and behold, that little bit that I had taken off of the skein when I had to buy a second, I mean, when I had to buy a third one, um, was enough. It was enough. Okay, I gotta see what I'm doing because I'm very confused right now. Okay, there you go. Right here. I'm gonna seam this together on this side. And I'm glad it's working out and that I have enough. I am too because I was gonna cry. Yeah, y'all were gonna see me cry. I was gonna ugly cry too. One, two, three. You know what I'm talking about when I say ugly cry. That's what I was about to do. I was about to ugly cry. Mm. Oh no, that ain't right. Is that right? That is not right. Let me take that out. Let me get it together. Get yourself. Is there any other way to cry? No, yeah, you can ugly cry and you can cute cry, but I was gonna ugly cry. I'm just telling you, it was gonna be ugly. But it worked out. Can I count? One, two, three. Put that in there, right there. Okay, put that there, right there. Put that there, right there. So you got to do it the right way, girl. You got the right one, baby. Yeah. Stop singing. I can't cute cry. Yes, you can. There may not be any real tears involved in the cute cry, though. So this thing together. Together. Stop with this. I don't know what is it with me tonight. Well, I was listening to music earlier tonight, and so that's part of why I'm singing. And um it wasn't even popular music. It was um fiddle music, various styles of fiddle music. And it was good too. I love fiddle music. Some cello, some string bass, some banjo, some piano, some jazz violin. It was all yummy, yummy music. It was yummy, yummy. Some of my favorites. Can't cute cry. I can't even fake cry. Oh, it's real. It ain't fake. Oh. Today's been one of those days. I put on some music earlier. It actually had some violin in it too, but it was really nice. It's kind of meditative type music. It felt like a good hug. I was like, this music is just what I needed today. Okay, I hope I'm doing this right. It feels like I'm not doing it right. Let me look up and see what's going on. Oh Lord, 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 Lord. I'm still doing it too. I'm gonna stop singing in a minute, y'all. Well, at least I stopped rhyming. Earlier, I was rhyming. That is not pretty. It's like, really? You rhyming now? So the rhyming has quit. Now we just need to get the singing to stop, and things will be back to normal. I want to eat something. I am not hungry, not even a little bit. Why do I want to eat something? I mean, not even a little bit. That means it's time to go to bed for sure. Okay. Work it out. Work it out. Stop. You still singing. I don't get to listen to much music anymore since my daughter's absconded with my Alexa. Oh, I don't have an Alexa. Um, oh, y'all, you won't believe what I was listening to. You will not believe this. And it's really funny because I went to Walmart. Actually, I went online to see if I could find this, and Walmart had it in stock where I was in North Carolina. And so I went to Walmart to buy it. And the reason I had to buy it is because I told you my brother was a composer. Um, and I had one of his pieces, but it was on CD. And so I needed something that I could play it on. And I'm like, does anybody have anything that I can play a CD on? And everybody's like, no, no, no. And so, hey, Jamie, how are you? So this is what I bought, y'all. You see this? You see that? It came in black. Just want y'all to know it came in black. Yeah. It's a little boom box. Does it actually have a radio on it? It actually has a radio on it. Who knew? But do you see this? It's a baby boom box. But I bought it because I needed something that I could play my brother's music on, and I didn't have anything. Oh. And then since I bought, I was gonna actually, I honestly was gonna take it back. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't really need it. I'm gonna take it back. Blah blah blah. But instead of taking it back, I kept it. And it's like, I have a bunch of CDs that I never do anything with because I have nothing to play them on. And so that's what I was listening to today. That's what I was doing. I had pulled out some old CDs that I had from years ago, and I was playing CDs that I had from years and years ago. How crazy is that? And it is so cute. That's hot pink. It ain't just pink. That is hot pink. And it worked. And I was able to play the CD. Um, a lot of his music a lot of his music is digital now, but that was an earlier piece that he had done, and he had put it on CD so that the family could have it. And so I've had that CD for years, and I just wanted to hear his music. And I was like, I got to find something that I could put it on. Y'all, look. I just need to weave in the ends, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a little bit of reinforcement around the neckline. Y'all see that? And anyways, let me show you the seam. So here's the side seam. This is the side seam. This is, you can't even hardly tell where it is. But anyways, right here, for those who know what they're looking at, right here is the side seam where I seamed it together. That's the side I worked on. And when you flip it inside out, this is what it looks like. It'll have a little ridge there. See? But either side looks fine. So it's pretty much reversible. You can play on a phone or use Google Music. You can, what? My Arrow Gardens are coming tomorrow. 2 of them. I'm so excited. That turned out good. What did you say, Mike? Free and easy. Put the CDs in iTunes. Rip them to MP3s. Okay. Where am I going to put the CDs in iTunes? First of all, my computer doesn't have a CD drive. That part. If it had one, then I would have just used the computer. But it doesn't have one. So how am I going to get it in iTunes? You're right. That's that mattress stitch. It's a barely noticeable stitch. Barely noticeable. That's the side I worked on. That's the side I worked on, the right side. And that's the opposite. Let me show the opposite side. Hold on, let me get it up there. There. Here's the other side. Shoot, I can't even see it myself. I'm gonna have to do it again. There you go, right here. Here it is, right there. And it's hard to even see. There it is. You can see the lines a little bit. It's a little bit thicker than the other lines, but that's it. So barely notice. An external USB CD drive for $12 on Amazon. Okay, that I'd have to do that. And we thought about that, getting an external CD drive because nobody's computer has a CD drive on it anymore. But yeah, we got the boombox instead. But yeah, I do need to rip that for real. Um, let me see. Let me see. I ended up, so now the neck is kind of square because I added those 3 rows in there. But I could do reinforcements around the neckline. I ended up doing it down a little bit further than I thought I was going to do it because it wouldn't go over my giant head. I usually crochet my work together, but I like the invisible seam, and it's not bulky. When I crochet it together, sometimes it's bulkier. This one, it just lays flat. But anyway, it's a nice little shirt. It's kind of short. And honestly, if I had more yarn, I could add on to the bottom of it if I wanted to be longer. But I don't really want it any longer. I just wanted a shirt. If you border it, you could square. That square would round off exactly. If I go around there, it would round off. You are so right. And I have enough. I have enough to do the neckline at least. I probably don't have enough to do the neckline and the bottom because the bottom is a lot longer around. But I'm loving it. Okay. And so, Charlotte, did you see how I put that together? Um, where's my pen that I had? Where's my book that I had? Go. Let me see if I can draw a picture. One, two, three. One, two, three. That ain't right. One, two, three. One, two, three. I think I need one more row to make it right. And then I did a piece here and a piece here. And then I did a piece here. So that's 1, 2, 3. I cannot write. 3, 4. I have to draw the whole thing again. Okay. So here's piece 1. Okay. I'm getting ready to draw the second piece. You see it, Charlotte? It's upside down. So here's piece 1. And then here's piece 2. I attached it to here and I went back 1, 2, 3 rows. Then here's piece 3 and I attached it here and I went 1, 2, 3 rows. Then I folded in half across here, folded in half, and I sewed that piece. I have to draw the arrow to there and that piece to there. So I sewed that piece to there and that piece to there. Those are the side pieces. And then I still had the gap here. I attached it here and I did 1, 2, 3, and then I seamed that together. And that's the whole thing. You see it? That's the construction method of it. Does that make sense? That big piece is piece 1. The 2 sides are 2 and 3. Then there's another little piece in there that's number 4. But I attached those pieces. So I did it right on it for that piece. and write on it for that. So then there's only one seam that you sew together there, one seam that you sew together there, and then attach that there back and forth, and then sew that side. There you go. I like the construction method of it, and you can make it any length you want. You start with the chain. Oh, that's the part that I didn't talk about. You start with the chain. I closed the book. I don't even know whether the book was upside down or not because I just flipped things over. I'm bad. Okay, here it is. So you start with the chain that's this length from here to here. That's your front. From here to here's your front. From here to here's your back. You do the chain that's that length, and you do the whole thing back and forth. You go back and forth and back and forth. And when you get there, you stop. You go back. Then you get back here, you chain down, and you go back and forth, and back and forth. Yeah, you can even add sleeves. You can do the sleeves separately and then sew them on, or you can work them. You can work them in the round. Yeah, it's worked side to side. So yeah, yeah, it's worked the long way. You stretch the whole thing out, and it's worked the long way. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, 4 minutes, people. That was perfect timing. I'm not gonna do the neckline tomorrow. I'm gonna do it later. I mean tonight. I'm gonna do it later. But I'm happy. I used up some more yarn. I'm happy. Ivy's got a little challenge going on where people are making her read. I think it's called the Rita sweater, and I think it's the lemonade stitch, which is this stitch right here. I think I've seen that before. Isn't lemonade, isn't that the or lemon peel, not lemonade, lemon peel or moss is a single double. I think it's even number of chains, and then you do double, single, double, single, double, single. You end up on a single, you turn the row, you chain two, and then you do single, double, single, double, single, double. You end up on a single. Yeah, you always end with a single, and you always start with a chain two. Um, but I think that's it, and I think that when you do it in the round, I think you do a chain around your body, and then you do it in the round. I have to go back and look. It's on Ravelry, and it's called the Rita. I think it's called the Rita sweater. I think it's Ivy's pattern on Ravelry. I think. I'm not sure. Um, I'll have to go and check it out. But anyways, a lot of people are working on it. I'm thinking about doing it. I've got a couple of cakes. Um, yeah, I can show you. This is the texture of it. So it's really nice. I think it's also the moss stitch, but there's a bunch of things that are called the moss stitch or the seed stitch. There's variations of it, and that one is just a double, double single, and then the single, and then you reverse it for the next row, the double on top of the single. So, but anyways, that this is the 9-year blanket, the 9-year lap blanket. It took me 9 years to complete it. That's not true. It was in my it was in a bin in my room for 9 years because for some reason I got tired of working on it, and I put it away. And then one day I said, "Oh, I need to finish that." And I had all of the yarn. I bought all of the yarn In fact, I ordered the yarn, and I ordered it and from Hobby Lobby way back in the day. I mean, that's yeah, 20 years ago. No, it was 9. It was about 11 years ago. But I ordered it from Hobby Lobby to get all of the colors and all of the in the same to get enough of the yarn to do the blanket. And for whatever reason, I just got sick of it and put it away. But anyways, I'm gonna say goodnight, y'all. It has been how long has it been? It's been 2 hours. Yeah. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me. I have some of those projects too. I still haven't put the final few rows in my daughter's baby blanket, and she's 19. Yeah. Good night, everybody. I will see you in these YouTube streets.